Well, hey guys, LordRyuujin here again, bringing you another YouTube exclusive. Considering changing the name of the video blog to something like maybe Gamers Tag or Gamers Corner to just express more that it's about games. Uh, the previous name of Dragon's Den might be confusing to some people. But other than that, let's go ahead and just jump right into this video. This month, I haven't really had a lot of time to focus on a particular subject matter and to break things down as far as comparisons or to really just think things through. So this is more of a winging it video, just kind of sitting in front of the camera and just saying whatever comes to my head, as you can clearly see. So what I wanted to do this month was do a video review for Omikron the Nomad Soul for the Sega Dreamcast. I highly recommend this game to anybody who hasn't played it, has never heard of it, has seen it or heard about it but has been kind of on the fence about it, or just hasn't even heard about it at all. Or maybe has heard about it. I mean, who knows, maybe you've played it and you know more about it, so leave your comments in the video below. But something that I thought was that it was actually the most unique gaming experience that I have ever had. Not only just because of the game itself, but just the overall experience. I mean, yes, the graphics are dated. It did come out in 2000 for the Sega Dreamcast. It was originally a PC game, and PC games in the 90s weren't exactly top-notch material based upon today. But they were good for the time. And again, I played this probably around 2001, 2002, a couple years after it had been released. It wasn't that bad. What makes the game even better for me is it's by Quantic Dream. Quantic Dream later went on to do Indigo Prophecy and Heavy Rain. So you kind of know the experience that you're getting into when you step into a Quantic Dream game. You're getting a unique experience, probably unlike anything you've ever played before. I felt that way about Heavy Rain, and I felt that way about Omikron. I'm looking forward to going and trying Indigo Prophecy. So let me take a minute to tell you some things about Omikron, the Nomad Soul. So the moment you cut the game on, it's basically sucking you right in. I mean, you got a guy that comes through a portal telling you that you need to jump into his soul in order to save his world. And it basically just tells you, it basically makes you feel like your actual soul is in danger. Now, you know that you're not. It's a video game. But just the fact that it tries to encompass you in that way is nice. Then you go into this portal, and you instantly see this huge city. You know, this nice big world that you can explore. And then, what's even better about it is this is only one section of Omikron. There's like four or five. So this place is huge. It's especially big for a game that's 12 years old. Now, I also like the fact that you don't die in the game. You know, you can fail a mission and an explosion will kill you. And then somebody will come along, maybe your body gets flung 50 feet or something. Somebody will, for some reason, touch your dead body, and your soul will transfer to that person. And you'll just continue on. You also have the option to create a resurrection file and transfer your soul to somebody else. So you literally can choose who you want to play. And you can literally choose the soul that you want to be. And that's something else about this game, how it kind of has RPG elements. Not only can you choose who you play, but everybody has different stats. You have, I know at least one person within the game is considered the best fighter. I mean, their stats are through the roof as far as fighting goes. So they're best for fighting. And then there's others who have more swiftness. There's others who, you know, they each have their own different advantages. That's what's great about it. You can jump to the body of a hooker. You can jump to the body of a brawler. Just about anybody, really. Now, another reason why I liked it is because for a game in 2000, it literally was genre breaking. I mean, it went to side scroller, when it went into fighting. So you had demons that you would fight, and you would have various things that you would fight, training programs and whatnot. Or if you entered into the underground tournaments, you could fight there for more money. So it went side-scrolling when you did fighting. And it also had underwater elements where you swam. It had first-person shooter elements for certain missions, and exploration. Now the game itself is actually, third person from behind, but the fact that it changes that, it changes that formula up for certain missions and for certain things that you do is great. Another thing is, again, it being Quantic Dream, it follows the formula of being able to choose what you say when you're talking to somebody, which is now very popular with the Mass Effect series and all that. So that's the first time that I've ever encountered that in a game. It also features David Bowie, as you can kind of see here on the front. But David Bowie also shows up as a side character with his group, and they're called the Dreamers. You can find certain areas hidden within each different quadrant of Omikron, and you can go and you can see a CGI performance of David Bowie, something that I absolutely loved. I mean, I would go to those places just to see the CGI rendered songs and listen to it and enjoy it and not have to be so stressed out about it. The game itself does have a high difficulty rating. I will say that. There are certain times within the game where you might not be able to necessarily know where you're going, and I know that even for my second or third playthrough of the game, I had to take a moment to actually look at a guide to figure out where I'm supposed to go next, because there are a few areas that kind of just leave you out there to figure it. But you can explore outside of that. You can go to a lot of places and figure out things for yourself. And like I said, jump from body to body and go to that person's house and learn about their life. It's a very unique experience, especially for a game that came out on the Sega Dreamcast in the year 2000, when a lot of games were linear and a lot of games really were just about, cookie cutting the formula. You're either a platformer or you're, something like that. So that's something that was really great about it. Now, one of the main things that I've already discussed that I don't like about the game is the difficulty factor. There are some parts where, again, it kind of throws you out there to just figure things out for yourself. But other than that, it's not that difficult. One of the most irksome things is because it was ported from a PC, the first-person parts of the game really don't work out well for the Dreamcast. I mean, you're talking about using the analog to move, and then you're talking about using the D-pad, which is right under the analog, to move around, and then using the LNR triggers to strafe. If there had been a second analog, looking around would have been a lot easier, and you wouldn't have had to actually stop to look around to move your finger. But again, that's the limitation of the Dreamcast, not on this game. I don't blame the game for that. I blame the Dreamcast. But otherwise, very good game. Genre-breaking, just mind-blowing, even by today. I mean, I sat down last year, just a few months ago, played this again for the third time. I'm still impressed by it. The graphics aren't that great by today's standards, but the experience that you get from it more than makes up for that. And in my opinion, if you have a Sega Dreamcast, you should pick this up. In fact, I like this game so much that I get it with my Sega Dreamcast every time. If I was to lose my Sega Dreamcast, I'd buy another one, and I'd buy this game before I bought anything else for the Sega Dreamcast. That's how high of a regard I have for it. It is the game to get for the Dreamcast. And again, if you can find it for the PC, try it for that too. But definitely look into it. I mean, it is a good experience. And I hold it in high regard because of that. So that's been my video review of Omikron the Nomad Soul. Make sure you leave your comments below about anything that you'd like to see in the future, as well as what you thought of it. Maybe you don't like Omikron. Maybe you've never heard of it. Who knows? I want to hear from you and what you think. But other than that, I'm sorry for the short video, and I'm sorry that I don't have more for you this month. But I'm LordRyuujin, and I'll see you next time.